Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today going to be playing some Doomsday to try and have a lot of fun. I have been banging my head into the wall trying to find the best variation of Prowess, Spelementals, and it just feels like people are adapting to the blue-red menaces of the format. I think they're still my front runner as some kind of Izzet deck for Washington, the RC there, but want to take a break from banging my head into the wall and play a deck that I really enjoy playing. Feel like it fits my playstyle very well. A little combo control style of deck with something that has been kind of beating up on me, and that is Blue-Black Doomsday. So we're going to run through a league with it, mostly copying Oaf McNamara's Challenge Top 2 list. Although I do have some differences. Mainly, I like stock up. I'm not loving Winternight Stories in this deck, just from the little bit I've played on Arena. I went up on an Emeritus to just have a little more card advantage and kind of let you run out the Deceits earlier. You don't have to hold them for the 6-drop version. And just a couple changes in the sideboard. I have another Deadly cover-up. I have an Intimidation Tactics here. But that's not too important. Not sure exactly what my mapping is going to look like. Just want to have a good time with an awesome deck and see how high we can push it in this league. I do think Strategic Betrayal is pretty nice right now with all the graveyard-focused crab decks going around. Just slow them down a little so you can get your Deceit, Kavaero stuff online. And then a lot of sideboard stuff from Landfall that was in the sideboard, so I assume that's kind of a tougher matchup, which makes sense. Really hard to outgrind bossing, say. Maybe a Petrified Hamlet is possible, but you do need 6 black on turn 6 for Doomsday. So obviously there's not any non-black sources in here. And then 3 Duress main deck seems like real good. The dream curve is Duress, Deceit into turn 4 Kavaero. Just kind of play big, beefy, blue-black creatures while attacking their hand. And I think it could be a recipe for success right now. I also cut Malboro, Harvester of Misery. I just don't want to sacrifice power for versatility. Not that versatile cards aren't good, but with this deck not necessarily having the fastest, most powerful starts, I don't really want to get stuck having to land cycle or play a 2-mana -2/-2. That's just not a very good card in general, even if it does have some good synergies. So, possible I'm missing out on it a lot, but pretty happy with where I am right now. Let's just jump into a league and try and mill some people out. Time for round number 1 on the draw, but decent hand, got some interaction, got Kavaero, just kind of looking for a Deceit here. We do have the Winternight Stories to dig for that. Maybe I'll eat my words saying it's not my favorite card right now, but I guess it's still not going to be my favorite, even if it does put in work here. Yeah, up against some kind of blue-white deck, so this could be control of some kind. Happy to see a stock up there. This could also be Momo, or like the blue-white flash deck. Which, we'll see. Looks like it's blue-white flash if they're going to be starting, or it could be Momo as well. Control's definitely not running starting town, so probably one of the other two. But not sure just yet what we're going to be facing off into. Flash seems like it would be kind of a tough matchup, although we do have answers to High Noon, and it's not necessarily great into this deck in general. So likely getting something airbent here, or plotted or whatever. I think I'd rather have that be stock up. So I'll just go for that. Although, maybe it should have been Winternight. I mean, I assumed it would get plotted here, but I would have had to move to discard with the number of cards in my hand. Pop this out. Starting to take some damage now. Not super happy about that, but not under a ton of pressure yet. They go Shock. Also scary. Could be the Sky Coach Conductor. I think I actually want to just leave that one plotted for now, because it's likely they have like another one this turn, so I might as well just go for something else. Get rid of that and save the 2-mana one for next turn when I already can't really double spell. So let's do that. It's probably Sky Coach Conductor. It could also just be Curiosity, which wouldn't necessarily be good for me either. Alright. So we find some pretty nice stuff. We're going to have to discard 2 cards. Or I guess we haven't played a land yet. We can just go discard... do we want to discard Kavaero? Or do we want to discard Deceit? I think we want to just discard Deceit and then try and run that out next turn. Maybe they tap out for Riddler or something. Or we could go for discard Kavaero and try and set up for Deceit plus a stock up next turn. But I don't really want to cast the cheap end. So let's just discard the Deceit. Play that out, tapped. And probably get Curiosity'd here. No, they have nothing. Interesting. So maybe they only have like one more counterspell creature, so they don't want to just run that out. Could be something like no more lies. I mean, they have to have some kind of counter, right? Is Warp Riddler. Fine. And continue to hold stuff up. I'm just gonna go for the Kavaero, start getting the counter spells out of their hand, even if it is slowly. We have another one, even if it's a hard counter. Play a tap land. And eventually maybe cast this Wrath. Probably Aang or another Interrupter. Okay. Is Aang. We'll play land tapped and pass the turn. This is annoying the heck out of me. I wish there was just one exile zone. They weren't switching around between them, but we'll let them float around over there. Taking 4 down to 12. And they're just passing. Yikes. This is just one stock up, right? Okay, I think we want to start by stocking up. And probably just run out another Kavaero and hope the Wrath resolves next turn. Maybe they slam a Riddler or something. I guess holding up 1 mana could have been good into the Restless Anchorage. And Triumph, I guess Excruciator, just because we don't have like anything else we want to get here. Any order. Those are on the bottom, so we do have 2 Restless Reefs on the bottom if we want them. And we want to cast this from hand because we have 8 cards in hand. Don't want to have to move to discard. Make sure to pay blue, blue, black, black. Probably get this just interrupted again. Yeah, it's fine. Now this one costs 6. But, yeah, next turn I'm gonna have to try and Wrath. If that doesn't go through, then I will probably just lose. That's okay. Sometimes you lose to 4 counterspell creatures in a row. I guess just a normal counterspell would kill me too. I don't have enough lands to pay for No More Lies. Hoping they just tap out for Riddler. Which could be what they're doing here. So they're playing this now, but I'm not sure why. This is going to give us a pretty nice play if they don't have the counterspell. Where we can just go Bitter Triumph, discarding Doomsday. We can always get it back with Kavaero if we decide that's where we want to go with this game. So they can, like, make me plot this now. They just have Spell Snare. Okay, we'll die. Still not sure why they needed to play that now, but that's okay. Intimidation Tactics seems like a good one here, as do the Deadly Cover-Ups, and I guess the Deathmarks seem pretty nice too. Requiting Hex doesn't seem that great, neither does Strategic Betrayal, so let's cut those. Get these in here. I think Riddler also should be pretty nice, and I don't necessarily think this is a Doomsday Excruciator match up. It's probably fine, but I just don't... I think we're gonna stabilize and win and outgrind them, or we're not. And whether we get a Doomsday down isn't really gonna be the end-all be-all. We can do that, which means we can probably trim on a Winternight Stories too. Oh, we also want to cut 1 to 2 of these Duress. So maybe let's just keep the Winternight. And yeah, keep 1 Doomsday just in case. It's also a big flyer, which is nice. I think I want to do something like this. Not 100% sure if it's right, but try it. Like this hand quite a bit. I'm gonna play a tap land. They don't normally have 1-drops. So that's fine. We have this Winternight to dig for Kavaero. We got a couple removal spells, although notably this does not work on the bird. It is indeed an outlaw. They lead on starting town. Usually not good for them. We'll just take a look at their hand. Against a flash deck with a ton of counterspells, just knowing what they're going to do next is always so important. Okay, so we don't care about the voice. Do we care about Disdainful Stroke more or Aang? I think we care about Aang more. Just because we can play through a counterspell, but if they're looping us and tempoing us out, that's really when it starts to hurt. So let's just take Aang, sack our Deceit. Their hand popped up over here, so you guys can see as well as me. They no longer have an Aang. And they can just go for a voice. I'm going to play Winternight, I think, even if they do go for Voice of Victory. Yeah, that's fine. The next turn I can go either double removal spell. Reef is really nice. They have a hard time just, like, beating a creature. I don't know, we could definitely just race with that. Jeez. I don't really want to discard any of these creatures. Man, I wish this was a stock-up. I would have just taken these two. I don't want to discard land necessarily either. I can definitely discard a removal spell, but I think I do just have to discard. If I discard one of these creatures, then I'm kind of in trouble against this Disdainful Stroke. I think I'm going to have to go land for the Sewers. I think the Reef is going to have more value, and then does this care? No, it's a pilot, so we can discard the Bitter Triumph. Go from there. Okay, so it doesn't look like they found a land yet. We know about 2 of the 4 cards. We're taking 3 damage. It's not the biggest deal. If we We can get this Emeritus down. It's going to be huge. And yeah, I'm just going to play out my removal spells here. I guess what we could actually do, which might be pretty good, is go Deceit instead. And then we get to take the Disdainful Stroke if they play out the Skycoach Conductor. Don't really care about taking 2. That's annoying. Well, now we're probably going to take the Conductor. I don't know. I think it's right to just Thoughtseize here. We can't shoot the Sheriff. The Interrupter is pretty annoying. They have Flood Pits, Drowner. I mean, if they don't find land, I think we play for them not finding land. And we do always just have the play of, I don't know, slam something into the plot and then try and stabilize the turn after. We would get a better chance to use our Requiting Hex that way. Okay, doesn't look like they found a land. Took the stroke. Taking 5 here. Quite a lot of damage. And so I think I'm just gonna Deceit this Aven Interrupter and then try and maybe gain some life while casting this Hex. Blue, blue, black, black. It's just gonna get tapped down forever. Oh, there's also an Aang in there. Alright, so exile that. Thoughtseize you and bounce Aven Interrupter. They can replay the Aven Interrupter, but then I just get to take something else and still like hex this the turn after. They're not doing that. Okay. So get rid of those. Don't care about High Noon at all. The only really scary thing here is the Aven Interrupter, so I'm gonna take that. Exile our Deceit. And then this now costs 0. We'll Blight 1 just to gain the 2. And setting up for the next couple turns with a pretty good hand. As soon as I find that 5th land, this Emeritus is going to come online. Emeritus? I don't know. I don't know, man. See if they want to exile this. Get rid of our exile zone now. Or not exile it, shuffle it in. That's fine with me. Blood Pits Drowner gone, Aven Interrupter gone, 1 non-land unknown in hand. Find Bitter Triumph. So can't do anything right now, but that's okay. We can play the waiting game with our 3 removal spells. And looks like they don't have much to do either. See if we can find like a stock up. Deceit is also solid. Gonna evoke that one out. Take a look at their hand. We're gonna get something. We know they have a lot of spells. If they want to airbend this, that would be awesome as well. So they have double Skycoach spell snare. Yeah. Take one of the Skycoaches. Pass the turn back. So those are the 3 cards in hand. They run this out. Take a damage. That doesn't matter. We just kill it now. So they can't spell snare. They can High Noon if they want. I don't know if that really helps them. I imagine those should probably get out of the deck. It is annoying. The 5 damage is kind of the most relevant part right now. Found a stock up. Pretty nice. Let's do that. Can probably find a land now. Yeah, I'm just gonna take those two. Pass the turn. So 3 cards still. Like to find another land, but I guess I probably should have taken the Cavern there, huh? Alright, we'll just go for another Deceit now. Deceit. We also could have gone, Voice of Victory. Would be a funny one. So we get to bounce the High Noon. Doesn't really do anything. Is this what? Get Lost? So bounce your High Noon. Take your best spell. Do not care about Flood Pit's Drowner at all. Just take the High Noon. And pass the turn. I mean, with these 2 Requiting Hexes, it just, like, does nothing. Land? Another Emeritus. Okay. Well, 5/5 Flying Ward 2s will probably be good enough to put this game in the ground, even if they didn't Ancestral Recall a bunch. Did you find... Ugh. Haven Interrupter? Annoying, but sure. And they have Spell Snare, which I guess doesn't really matter. Taking 2. Right, well, I will Bitter Triumph first. Discard Winternight Stories now that we have that. Let them Spell Snare this. And then pay 2 for my Emeritus. But at least now they can't really counter this unless their top deck was No More Lies. It was not. They're just running out Flood Pit's Drowner. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I'd like to draw 3 cards. Oh, I cannot. Okay, I'd like to kill that and gain 2 life. Yeah, this is technically casting from exile, so I don't get to do that. But I'm not too worried. They have 1 unknown in hand. Don't know what it is. This costs 3? 3 mana, draw 3 cards? That's not even that good. Still gonna do it. Find Kavaero, which is nice. We can just suit up this Emeritus. And I think we'll wait 1 turn before attacking. I don't think we can get burned out, but I'm not really worried about... They don't really have a comeback mechanic. They're more of a get ahead and stay ahead type deck, so... High Noon is fine. I guess we can play around the No More Lies now. Have a 3rd Deceit in there. Full Stroke. It's pretty annoying. Making this game take longer. I'm gonna pass again. I mean, I don't think they can win. The burnout is, like, more so on the table with this High Noon in play, but yeah, they find a land. Sure. I will attack with this Emeritus now. Yes. Rid of a bunch of stuff that does not do anything. They do not block. I will draw 3 cards. Oh, I can't cast another spell. Please. Dang it. Oh, goodness, I always forget about the high noon. Yeah, I should have just cast another big guy. It's okay. I still don't think we can really lose this one. Yep. Draw. Would love if that was an instant, but alas, it is not. So they're gonna just plot whatever I play here. So I guess I might as well just play something cheap. If I go evoke Deceit, try and bounce High Noon, they still like have to do something about that. And then I can play Restless Reef plus activate Restless Reef and just attack for 4. Yeah, they don't really have an option. They have to plot whatever I do, and they're going to have to find something every turn for the rest of the game. While also not taking lethal damage. And having to work their way through this giant ward creature. So not a good mill them situation for them to be in. No matter what. Okay. Got there. Get ready for game 3. Okay. So I think I could have played that last one a little better. Just needed to find the lands a little earlier, and I could have taken them with stock up. But gonna run this back. I think I liked the boarding, although the end could actually be good, maybe over the Doomsday. Doesn't seem like that would have done anything ever. So yeah, let's just play one more piece of instant speed removal and submit. Hope to play a little better. Fixed my camera so I can be seen now. Pretty good hand to start. Intimidation Tactics seems like it will be pretty good in this matchup. We can maybe discard the Emeritus to Bitter Triumph. Get it back a turn sooner. And we have the stock up. Just need to find one more land. Okay, so they go tap land on turn 1. I'm not really scared of anything coming down turn 2. Like, the voice probably isn't what I would take anyway. Let's just not take any damage and get our tap land in. And, yeah, try and resolve this Intimidation Tactics now. Being on the draw in this matchup, always tough, but especially tough when their 3-mana counter spells come online before your stock up. Okay. So, Aang is the only, like, counterspell creature they have. So, I think we're just taking that. Try and stock up and set up for either a couple removal spells or a nice deadly cover-up. They don't currently have a way to stop. Let's just hope they don't find something in the time they've been given. They're probably going to go for the Flood Pits here, I'd imagine. There's the Drowner. Still a little annoying. Glad we didn't take that damage, though. Hollowed Fountain shocked in. Conductor on the way. Okay, so I think I'm just going to play the Surveil land this turn. Keep that on top, go for a removal spell, and probably discard Emeritus so I can uncounterable Kavaero next turn. And then if they do find a way to get rid of that, it's possible we can Bitter Triumph that. So I think I am just going to go for... Do I want to kill one of these guys? I think so. Probably should have done it then. That's okay. We'll discard a card. I mean, if we get this Kavaero Emeritus down, then there's not a ton to be worried about anyway. So let's play Cavern, name Human. Right, you are a human, spider human hero. Okay. And doesn't matter how we tap this time, as long as we use uncounterable mana. Copy Emeritus. Have an Ancestral Recall now for next turn. And they can tap this down, but I don't know if that does enough, considering they have to only get in for 2 damage. Yeah, the ward trigger still. Put it on the stack, I guess. Okay, so this is tapped down, which is fine. Both Flood Pits are gone, 1 Sky Coach is gone, 3 spells in hand for them. We can check out what they are. Let's start by Ancestraling, though. Seems like a good spot to be in. And just go Duress. Take a look. Don't particularly care about High Noon. They are going to hit us for 4, so maybe I do care about High Noon more. Yeah, because I don't really care about the Get Lost, actually. Yeah, let's take High Noon so they can't burn us out later. And go for Stock Up. Taking Riddler. Maybe just, yeah, I think Kavaero Emeritus is the best play here. Emeritus having the ward is so huge, and then okay, taking 4. A little annoying. High Noon gone. We know about 3 out of 4 cards. They warp a Riddler. Sure. Okay. So we're going to be able to get a nice Day of Black Sun down now. Ghost Vacuum, I don't really care about. Get Lost still in hand. Delay having to think about what we want to do with the Cavern. And just go for this and start becoming the beatdown while our opponent is stuck on land. Seems like a good spot to be in. We know about all 3 cards in hand. Not scared of Get Lost. Glad I took the High Noon. Because with them restricted on mana, that would even us out a little bit. They get rid of their own Sky Coach. Makes sense. Just preventing Kavaero from copying anything good. Yeah, probably just have to do that. But I can just start hardcasting these Deceits. The Excruciators are out of hand. So I can name Demon with the, or Elemental with this, excuse me. The Excruciators are out of deck. Blue, blue, black, black, cast. Get rid of this Ghost Vacuum. Well, we probably just bounce it and get rid of a Sky Coach, honestly. Yep. Oh. Did it the wrong way, but I was gonna do that anyway. 1 Sky Coach left. We have become the beatdown. Okay. And we're all in now. Track the map. No, I'll keep that one. Go to combat. Get in with this bad boy. Make this uncounterable, even though I don't think we really need to. And see if they want to scoop it up now or wait a turn or what's going on. I'll just kill this, discard a card, no reason to go down to 5 life. I guess we could have discarded cover up too, doesn't really matter. Probably going to be able to find another land, might not be able to find another Wrath, in case we somehow needed that. Oh, forgot about the Riddler. That's okay though. We still have lethal. They are tapped out. And 1-0, taken a while, but that's the way this deck does. Activating all my brain power for these matches. Let's get into the next one. Match number 2 on the play this time. Let's get into it. Yeah, seems like a good hand to me. Love having Dimir lands back in my deck again. Sleight of hand to start one of the matchups, regardless of what Izzet deck it is, that we're going to have to test a lot, so let's do it. Thoughtseize on 2. Seems like a take talent angle and make it hard for them to do anything. One of the reasons that I didn't love playing with the crab is there's a lot of openings that look like that for Prowess. Obviously, in your best hands, it's great, but not look too great right now. Find a Duress, 2. This turn, of course, I will just be stocking up. Take Swamp Kavaero. Don't need the card advantage with this Emeritus in hand. Next turn, going to be pretty happy to play Thoughtseize on a stick. Hopefully they don't find a get out, but even if they do, we're not in awful shape. They don't want the bounce trigger. Well, we might. You never know. Do it. Target Deceit. Alright. 2 crabs, joke, boomerang. Let's take a crab. Don't really care about the other stuff right now. So we know about 1 Verge, an island, can get rid of all this stuff. 5 cards in hand, yep. Alright, you're up. Totally fine if they want to boomerang basics this to put another instant in the yard. Their draw for turn was Multiversal Passage. They're getting quite flooded over there. Could just take both of the spells, but I think this is going to be a little bit better. And there we go. Moving on. Definitely want the 4th Duress. Don't think we want Flashfreeze or a Null. I think we're sort of pre-boarded for this matchup already. I'll keep in 1 Deadly Cover-Up in case they have like a bunch of horses. And I do want the Strategic Betrayals as well. I think the end is more landfall, or if you want more like Planeswalker interaction. I like Deceit a lot here. Deceit Kavaero is like the best thing you can be doing against them. I think we can trim on a Doomsday. And probably trim on Winternight as well. I don't know. I don't know if you guys could tell I don't love Winternight Stories, but we have 3 Emeritus, so should be a good amount of card advantage, and I'm totally fine to cast a Doomsday against them. I just don't think we want 3 6-drops in our deck. Well, you count Deceits as well. It's a lot more than 3. Okay. Hand is going to be pretty hard to do anything if our stock up does get taken, but that doesn't happen. It's looking pretty good for us. Let's see if they have talent. They do. That's fine, though. I'm just going to play the Reef. I don't know, if we shock to get rid of this, then we're still taking damage from it. Boomerang talent. Yep. Maybe we find Day of Black Sun off the top. Maybe we don't, too. It's pretty okay, even if. Take the damage there. And once again, I think I'm just going to play a tap land. Possible we end up taking a little. I guess no, we should have done it this turn because we want to tap out for stock up if we can next turn. Okay. We might not be able to. Although looking for a Day of Black Sun would be nice. Yeah, this is the ideal Prowess start, is just Boomerang talent. And yeah, it would have saved us some life, actually, to do it the other way, although going to be able to kill both of these now without having to shock this turn. Now we probably just want to go... So we can Duress, try and take like a flow state or something. And then we save the Bitter Triumph for now. I think that makes sense. Possible they're a bit flooded, but no. All gas over there. They only have sorcery, so let's take the Boomerang. Go for that and pass. Just gonna hex one of these otters pretty much no matter what. Hopefully they don't find like Opt off the top. Find a land. Sure. Alright, let's just hex one of these now. Take a couple more points of damage. But not in awful shape now. Are they? I didn't think playing something would make a lot of sense there. Let's go for stock up. Ooh. Cavern Emeritus. Seems pretty nice here. Could have also been Cavern Seat, but kind of like Cavern Emeritus. Gonna be pretty hard for them to kill with the Furnace. Do they have Slick Shot? They just plot it though. Okay, we're taking one here. We know about 2 cards that aren't that great. We do just have to get this down now. Won't get countered. I doubt we'll have to block with it. But it's possible. Like, knowing their hand, if they just go Slick Shot attack, there's no way I block anything. They start using some of the mana beforehand. Looks like they're doing nothing. That's great for me. Alright, so let's go draw 3 cards. Okay, and then we'll go Duress you. They have Get Out, Stroke, Crab. Furnace. So we want to take Get Out because it does the most. And then they can't tap down our guy. Oh, they can tap down our guy. Okay. So in that case, we want to bounce token. With this, and then take over the game with the Emeritus in the coming turns. Could get out. They could stroke this, but that doesn't do a ton. Of those three. Bounce the Otter. Deceit does so much. And go to combat. There's Crab. Trigger. You want to tap this. We'll just shoot it now. So their hand currently doesn't do a lot with the Slick Shot, but Slick Shot being the card it is, they don't need to find a ton. Oh gosh, did they find Flow State? Jeez. Yeah? I mean, yeah. So they do still have to have some pretty good hits here. It's not completely cooked just because of that. Second Slick Shot is not great. Not awful though. See what we find off the top. Restless Reef. So they just cast a couple spells. I guess we can Surveil first. Day of Black Sun. Okay. With that on top, you can definitely go for this attack. Yes. And let's draw 3. And Wrath. Your board, not mine. Yeah, Day of Black Sun looking better and better. I love Deadly Cover-Up, just because it has so much, like, value with the exiling, but with Emeritus in play, gosh, if you get a one-sided board wipe with Day of Black Sun, just huge. Opponent just passing, awesome. This probably means Crab. Let's just go to combat. There's Crab. But this is going to be pretty good when we just strategically betray them and get rid of all their grind, as well as their ability to top deck Crabs. Main phase 2, target you. And I believe we also have lethal next turn. Do we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4? No. Short 1 mana to have lethal next turn, but that's okay. I think we'll find a way to win this game. Roaring Furnace. That's fine. Duress you. Stock up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wish we could find the enough cards to Ancestral again, but drawing 6 cards from this Emeritus was pretty good this game, so I don't think I can complain. You're up, Chief. You may make an Otter. I'll allow it. I actually think they are 0 outs now. They can't cast Crab this turn. They probably shouldn't have played the talent, but even with Crab, we would be able to just activate 2 Restless Reefs and kill them. They also couldn't tap down the Emeritus. So 2-0, feeling fine and fancy-free with blue-black Doomsday. Let's keep it going. Match number 3. Gosh, this hand would be a lot better in open Decklist. I think we usually keep this on the draw, though. This deck does have some clunkers, for sure. Oh. Into the mirror. It is a fun matchup. We will have a lot of fun doing this. Regardless of win or loss. The deck's winning. At least. No deceit here. Nice. Maybe a misclick on the land they chose. Maybe they just don't have it. Maybe they're holding something else up. Maybe they're Dimir midrange. I think they're stuck on lands too. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna do that. That's a pretty good draw. We are gonna have to discard a hand size, but with the way this deck operates, I don't think that's gonna matter very much. Take Kavaero plus blue land, and I think just discard one of these hexes. Opponent. Let's see if they discard a creature to hand size. Come on, Emeritus. Nope. It's definitely the mirror. Let's see if we can snag a stock up. Don't want to run out Kavaero for no value. No stock up. I'm gonna take this Winternight to try and prevent them from hitting lands. And pass the turn. Don't want to see Deceit this turn, although if they Deceit, take my Emeritus. I just Emeritus draw 3 right away. Gosh, I love this. Oh, this is so much fun. Never going back to Izzet. So they're gonna Deceit me, right? What do they do? What do you take here? Gosh, Emeritus is awesome. I love this card. Much happier with it than Riddler in this deck, too, because you almost never want to Warp Riddler. Yeah, you got it. Maybe they take the Betrayal? I don't know. I know they probably just take Kavaero and let me play Emeritus, yeah. Kind of have to, and I kind of have to hope that they don't find land right away. Okay, don't find land right away. Here you go. Oh, no. Well, now we lose. What a game. Yeah, they just think you're gone. You're dead. Alright, now we'll just top deck Kavaero. That's not Kavaero. We have nothing. We can get rid of all their deceits now. And exile our own Emeritus so they can't Kavaero and draw 3? I mean... yeah. Although, if they just play Kavaero and find a land anyway, they can just Winternight. So if we just pass, they go Kavaero, Deceit me, take one of these two. I think we're gonna let them. Man, what an awful hand over there for them to keep. They just die to Prowess or basically anything else too. Well, I guess they had Hex and Triumph. Yeah, it's probably a keep. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to wait, but no, they just Deceit the Emeritus if I wait. Not really an out there. And they have the Reef advantage. I don't even have a Reef. Okay, here's Kavaero. I was hoping they would take my Emeritus. What do you take? Between the Betrayal and the Cover-Up, they kind of just do the same thing next turn. They take the Cover-Up. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this isn't the worst turn for me. The issue is their hand is just a lot better than mine. That's a really good draw. So they do have a Deceit in hand, so I don't... Ugh. Annoying. So I can't necessarily just bounce this, take Emeritus. Do I even want to bounce this? No, not really. What if I just go Deceit, take Emeritus, pass. Okay, so I think the best play is just Thoughtseize, nothing else. Get rid of the Emeritus. And let them Deceit my Strategic Betrayal if they want. So Emeritus is gone. They do get to Winternight this turn, though. I guess maybe that was the upside of bouncing. But then they get their own... No, I should have bounced, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because then that stops Winternight. So if they want a Deceit to take Strategic Betrayal, then they can't do everything else they want to do. Now they get to Winternight, probably discard either, like, Hex Land, Hex removal spell, or just the Harvester. I think Harvester makes a lot of sense. And they can Deceit my Strategic Betrayal. We'll see if they want to do that. They discard 2 lands, so they're keeping Hex, they're keeping Harvester, and they're just going for Deceit next turn. Well, we found kind of the best possible. Let's start with that. Discard 2 cards, 1, 2. Do this now. Discard 2 cards, 1, 2. Play tap land, nice. And Strategic Betrayal you? We know about 4 cards in hand. Probably a land if they went Deceit. But we do have this Doomsday now. It could also just be Kavaero, I suppose. Kavaero draw 3. But we might be able to just kill with the Excruciator that way. Okay, Winternight is pretty good in this matchup, huh? They duress my Winternight, and then they can Deceit my Doomsday, but we still get to draw some cards and mill some stuff. We are out of Winternight, but we probably still want to mill Stealth if we attack with the Restless Reef, or I guess we could mill them to just play for the mill out plan eventually, although I think damage is going to kill a lot faster here. Not like they have life gain. Not like they're digging that deep themselves. So Winternight gone. Now what? Deceit. Thoughtseize my Doomsday. Sure. We know about Spell Harvester Hex. And we find Stock Up. Good top decks this game. All things considered. Deceit. Their Triumph, I guess. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. And then we want to just attack this turn. I think that's also pretty good. Attack mill self. I mean, they might have removal spell, but like if their last card is removal spell, their hand does nothing and we just win. And if it's not, then I think getting aggressive and taking advantage is the best way to win this game. Oh, shoot. We know about the Hex. Okay. Bad play. Giving up a land for no reason. Okay, so they do have land, 1 unknown, and a Harvester. I feel like it's Deceit. Am I right? Are they delving? No. Oh, yeah, they are delving, I guess. They get rid of my Winternights, my Deceits. They got rid of my Deceit, so I'll get to draw a card, and I have a Winternight. But those Restless Reefs are a little bit annoying. Looking for Kavaero here. Okay, we found Undercity Sewers. Not the best. Oh, well. I guess that's basically Kavaero. Literally perfect top decks, like, every turn of this game. Yeah, we'll Prevail. Don't need that one. You're up. Probably should have played the Reef there, too. Just want to pressure as much as possible. Harvester. Sure. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards. Do they have outs at this point? They don't have a Deceit. I don't think they have outs. I just Doomsday. No, I think it's better to put a second Emeritus into play. Pay 3 life. Attack here. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw 3. And Emeritus. Card is awesome. Alright, and somehow win that game 1. I thought we were behind for a bit, but control mirrors. Eventually people are going to find gas, so mana advantage matters a lot. We found a lot of gas, also. Alright, so the end. Quantum Riddler. Ghost Vacuums. Betrayals. Duress. Tactics. We have 8 cards we would like to get rid of. And think of 6. I think, again, we can trim one Doomsday. We'll find it eventually if we want it. Don't want to go down card advantage. Don't want to go down Deceit. Yeah, we can cut the cover up. It's okay. We have the end in its place. Let's do that. Rock and roll, man. Right, on the draw, not a great hand. I did talk about how much mana is important, so I'm going to mulligan that one, even though it is a kind of Thoughtseize Mirror. Don't necessarily want to do that. We'll keep this, get rid of the Doomsday. Well, options are get rid of Doomsday, get rid of Duress. I think we have to keep these two. Did they mulligan at all? No, they're on 7. We do have a Reef for the Excruciator. I think we're just getting rid of it, though. We'll play our game plan. No 3-drop as of now, so I can turn 1 this Duress if I want to. Opponent starts with Surveil. I think we kind of just want to hold on to stuff. Let's go like Restless Reef and then Duress next turn to stop a stock up or something like that. Give them an extra turn to draw it if they really need to take my Duress with a Deceit, that's fine. If they Duress, probably my Duress. So that's like the one downside, I guess, is they do have a lot of Duress. So maybe I should just go for it so that I can take the Duress to save my stock up. But they could have just been Deceit my stock up too. I think I'd rather Duress their stock up and do that. Definitely duressing this turn. The Bitter Triumph, Day of Black Sun. Don't know why that's still in there. So we'll take the Bitter Triumph. And they're a little flooded. Fine to take a removal spell. Don't need to run out this Deceit. I don't know. It's just so good on 6. There's like not a big reason to. Bitter Triumph gone. Are they deceiving me here? Yes. Yeah, have at it, man. It's all you. They probably take Kavaero. Is correct. And see which land they play. That one on black, I presume. What it is. I don't feel the need to do this. I guess that'd be good into specifically Kavaero this turn. But like, if it's just another land, what are we doing? Yeah. So it could be 5-drop now, but I still think I just don't care. I'm gonna start reefing each other, I think is what's gonna happen. Yep. See if they probably target themselves, huh? And really wish we had removal for that. Taking them off a land would be so huge. Oh. You know, I'm happy with that. If they go for Reef this turn, just kill it. All swamps. I think that was mistapping. Got it. I don't think anyone is crazy enough to run Spell Pierce, so let's just do this now. We know they have Verge in hand. They have Cavern, Triumph, Verge. So we really want to find land here to take the Bitter Triumph. They kept in all the Doomsdays. They have a Riddler, 2 Emeritus. They're just on the stock stuff. All 4 Duress. They kept a Deadly Cover-Up too. They have the Vacuums. I guess it is ideal to do this. Screenshot their whole deck. Open that up over there. Don't need to look at it now though. And yeah. All good. Okay. So land? Ace. Start playing big Thoughtseize, boys. Don't need to get that bounce trigger. No value there. Take that one. You may have your Day of Black Sun and your Cavern of Souls. There's Cavern. Going, find a demon. Demon off the top. Looks like it. Or maybe Deceit too. We'll see. Deceit would actually be more annoying if they just Thoughtseize don't bounce. It looks like Deceit. Kavaero. I don't know. They do bounce. Are they bouncing my guy? I guess they don't know I have another Deceit, huh? Okay. Yeah. This is fine though. We're gonna be the last one with a Deceit on the board. And we top deck stock up. 3 of each. Thoughtseize you. Bounce your Deceit. Take Deceit. Day of Black Sun. You're up. Demon's pretty bad for them. They just die. Malboro is really annoying, actually. Didn't matter. We are top deck masters here. Get rid of their Deceit. Actually, I should have got rid of my own Deceit so they can't, like, exile it with the Deadly Cover-Up if they top deck that. We will target you. Bounce Malboro. Get rid of that. They have 6 lands. And they are stuck with this Day of Black Sun in their hand. We'll pass. The only thing we don't want to see is Deadly Cover-Up. That will put us from very, very far ahead to pretty much even. Don't think I'm going to attack with the Reef because I don't really want to trade Reefs. Although I guess I could trade. Trading Reefs isn't the way. Deceit is also annoying. Strategic Betrayal is a little annoying, but fine. Yeah, I'm not that scared of that one. Okay, that'll cycle at some point, but right now I just want to get in with this. Mill me. Case of a Winternight, which we do find. Cool. Can do that if the need arises for it. Okay. They are passing. I think I'm just going to get in. I'd rather trade Deceit for the Reef and keep them off 6 mana. Sure. And then we'll just Winternight. Card 1, 2. I guess this is a good turn to Tactics, because if their last card is like Kavaero or something. Last card is Winternight. Okay. What's the highest value here? I think Human. They have Winternight still in hand. Keep an eye out. But we're mostly just scared of spot removal. They finally get to get rid of this Day of Black Sun. Stock up. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Not a ton I'm scared of, but there's a couple things. Another Reef is very nice. Let us get in with this one. Is the mill out angle real? They only have one Winternight Stories. They do already have one in the grave. Do we have another one? Do have another one. Kind of feel like the mill out angle is real enough. Deal. So we're pretty good into Deceit. We're pretty good into, I guess Kavaero is good because they get to copy Emeritus. Yeah, so maybe this was bad. And I already had an Emeritus. We're not giving them much by doing that. Pulling Demon with this. This is Kavaero. Okay. Probably my Emeritus. I guess they can't Winternight this turn. Oh, not F6, am I? Yeah, that's pretty bad for you. Now I get to kill it. Not sure what they were scared of. Exiled a couple good cards from us. See what we find. Well, that's ideal. Do they have 2 spot removals? Let's see. I don't even want to show us. Man, this deck is a ton of fun. 3-0 so far. Let's chase that 5-0 down. Feeling good about it. Match number 4. Looking like we're running into the same problem that our opponent did that game 1, where they can't black Deceit. Hopefully doesn't come up, bite us in the butt too bad. Looks like we're up against the discard deck, which I think we should have a pretty good matchup into. I'm just going to kill this now because I want to Deceit on 2. See what they go for. Mako, whatever it is. Mako. Well, suppose let's set up for that. Hardened Academic comes down, and there's Cecil. Gonna be a juicy day of Black Sun, huh? See if they discard the last card. Probably do. Practiced offense. We're taking 6 here and 6 next turn. Oh, 8 next turn, I guess. Man, that deck is something to be fearful of. But don't think they have a ton of reach. I guess they have Cool but Rude for reach. What do we not want to see here? I don't think there's anything too crazy. We're just gonna take 8 here. Yeah, I mean, would it have been less damage if we just Strategic Betrayaled? No, they can probably deal even more to me that way. Say ouch. Guess we'll start by taking their last card. Then can Strategic Betrayal afterwards. A little bit of value here. Right, you're up. Don't kill me. We don't want to see Tursa Light Shatter. Or that. Okay, Bloodghast. That's... Yeah, we don't want to see that either. So do we just have to... I don't think we can really stock up here. We're just gonna die, like, a good chunk of the time. That's a good one. Now, once we get a single creature in play, we can start to do stock up stuff. Hopefully take over this game that way. Guess they could have Bitter Triumph, would be worst possible. Do they run that, or a Road as well? I know they have a couple of roads. They also have Burst Lightning in their deck, don't they? Could just die this game. Can you choose not to take something with Deceit? No. I was just thinking if their second card is another Bloodghast. Although they would have played that last turn. Alright. So bounce, then Thoughtseize, you exile that card. Oh shit. That's the wrong way. I guess this is actually better. Because now they have to pay mana to cast Bloodghast. Yep. We'll slam Deceit if I find it here. Or find a land here. Alright. Let's do that. So, do we want to Thoughtseize then bounce? Or, I don't think we want to put that into the graveyard. So let's do the same thing again, where we bounce Thoughtseize. Okay, have to take that. And now I cannot attack. We lose to Hardened Academic at any time. We're just looking for, like, hexes. But they just scoop it up. I guess they're dead next turn if they cast Bloodghast. We can just attack for lethal. Okay, cool. We did it. Game 1 win. Didn't know if we were going to get that one, but solid. Probably have a lot for this matchup, huh? These all seem phenomenal. I do not think we want to be doomsdaying them. I think we want to win with a Wrath rather than that. And Duress, probably not great. Oh, Ghost Vacuums are also awesome. Wow, we have a ton for this matchup. Let's cut a Winternight, as is customary here. And we'll play the big blue-black mid-range game plan here. Alright, on the draw, I do still think we're keeping this hand. Day of Black Sun is just so nice. Although it's possible they have Duresses to keep me off of it. Possible I just get aggroed out too quickly as well. But if it is like triple 1-drop start, then we're only getting attacked by both of them for one turn again. Like they're on a mulligan. No, we're just waiting. They're in their first main phase. Shock plus Moonshadow. Fine. Ooh. Pretty happy with a Deceit here. It's a nice curve filler for us. Then again, I guess I would have been happy with a lot of stuff. Like Hex would have been great there. Bitter Triumph would have been great there. So maybe it's possible to shave a Bitter Triumph here. It's an elemental, by the way. Important for all you Thunderflock gamers. Let's see what turn 2 holds for them. Iron Shield Elf. That one's quite good, actually. Let's go Deceit. Thoughtseize you. I guess we are probably putting a permanent card into the yard for this, but we can set up for a Wrath. And I think we just take the Hardened Academic to try and get the Moonshadow down here so we can Day of Black Sun X equals 1 on 3. Ugh. Did not work out for me. We are getting Tursad. Discard the Moonshadow. Yeah, this is pretty bad now. Taking 9, just dead next turn? Cool. If I can't stock up, then... which means I have to just go Day of Black Sun, X equals 1. But this Bitter Triumph is going to be pretty brutal, so I'm going to take 6 damage. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to go bounce Iron Shield Elf, Thoughtseize. But the issue with that is if they just hold up Bitter Triumph, they can kill my guy. And then I'm taking 3 next turn, so technically still not dead. Find the end. Interesting. We can go... oh, that only costs 2. Okay, so we definitely want to do this then? Go play this. What are we bouncing? I guess we want to bounce Iron Shield Elf. better against second Tursa. So bounce elf, thought sees you. They're gonna go Bitter Triumph now. Then we'll get to take the elf. We'll go down to 1, but the end is online. So, oh shit, I did this wrong again. I guess it does not matter too much, huh? We just need something else regardless, yeah. Because we were gonna die to that as well. Oh, it matters now. That's just gonna tap that. Although I guess we can just go. No, we can't even do what we want to do. We have to end the elf. Hex, or end the Tursa and hex the elf. And just tap it. And then try and find something else next turn. Yeah, so that did end up biting me in the butt. Because otherwise I could have gone activate, block, kill. Which essentially like saves me a removal spell. Oh, maybe they just have a Bloodghast and it doesn't matter. Hardened Academic and it doesn't matter? Yeah, right? I can't do anything. No. Okay. We will die. Yeah, if this was the other thing, I wouldn't have died here also. Because I could go activate, block Tursa, shoot the Mako, or shoot the Academic, gain 2 life, not die. Should probably shoot the... Yeah. Oh well. I guess let's look at their list. Oh, they had a Bitter Triumph in hand, so it didn't matter anyway. Okay. 4 practice offense, 4 voice of victory. And doesn't look like they boarded any hand attack in. So don't have to worry about Duress, really. Right, we can scoop. And go to game number 3. You get to be on the play for game number 3. That's a hand. Not a good one. Send it back. This is better. We can put back a Watery Grave here. We have the removal. We just need the big guys and card advantage. Let's keep. Is our opponent mulling as well? Nope. 7 for them. Okay. Yep, let's do it. Start with an Undercity Sewers. Looking for stock up. Looking for Deceit, Emeritus. I think we can get rid of a Bitter Triumph with the way our hand is right now. They lead on the Mako. We find Deceit. I think we want to just do that. Well, I guess it does discard a card for them. Maybe this is loose. Although I'd really like to get a Cool But Rude out of the hand if they have that. I think I'm okay taking a couple points for it. Yeah. So we take the Cool But Rude. They go Hardened Academic. Probably discard a couple cards here. Sure. But this Strategic Betrayal is really going to blow them out. Not discarding the practiced offense. I guess it makes sense to want to do 2 of those. So, kill that. And strategically betray them. Just the right time for it. See if they have a land. They go Tursa right away. They do. Annoying. They can discard practiced offense and just, what, kill us next turn? Basically. Discard just the 1. We need something good off the top. Guess that Bitter Triumph would have been nice, huh? Just pass. Yeah, it's just one of those all removal hands. Not a lot we can do. They're not offensing here, though. Maybe it's like another 1-drop after this. Just land, sure. Alright, well, it's not looking great. Just because I'm going to have to throw this Reef out into a probable Bitter Triumph. And it would just be a chump block anyway. Although that helps a bit. At least now I get some value. We just need what? Kavaero. We need Emeritus off the top. Sure. Yeah, if I had that Bitter Triumph, I'd be in a solid spot here. Because Restless Reef does usually do a pretty nice job blocking. You gotta go double strike. Got to, bro. Well, I guess we don't have to... We can go to 1 here. Or we can just survive an extra attack. And do we want to throw the Restless Reef away and go to 1? I don't think so. I think we actually just have to go to 1. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Animate. Gain 2 life. Go to 1. We know they don't have direct damage. We can trade with this, or we can find Deceit off the top as like an extra out now. No 1-drop, no 1-drop, no whammy, no whammy. Sacred Foundry tapped. That's not good. Probably going to die. Strategic Betrayal, also good. Hey. We found Bitter Triumph. They do have a lot of haste creatures in their deck. And we are going to have to discard this land. Can't pay 3 life. Okay. Not dead yet. Gonna be hard to win this one, though. Yeah, they have so many outs here. Need Emeritus off the top. Hold. Moonshadow not dead yet. Okay. X equals 1. You're up. Real heater of a match now. It could have a land. They probably have a land. 1 life. Iron Shield Elf. Still not dead yet. Emeritus. Holy crap. We pull this one out. That's insane, actually. We block here. I mean, they could have a lot of stuff that gets us. Practiced offense does it. They're just passing, though. Oh my god. Alright, draw 3. The end. That one's pretty good, right? We just pass. No, we should probably attack. We probably should have attacked there. Uh-oh. Cecil. It's gonna end the elf. At least we get to take a look at their hand. That's 2 lands. Kind of had to be, huh? 1, 2, 3. Are we scared of anything, really? They could top deck Academic, Ursa. They have 1, 2, 3. Cool but Rude does it too. 4, 5. Bloodghast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits off the top to kill me. 30 that don't. Jeez, dude. I will stock up. I'm pretty happy about a stock up here. Holy cow. If we can pull this one out. Alright. Ghost Vacuum, not great. So we just want X stock up. Right, Ghost Vacuum doesn't stop any of their like haste outs, I believe. And we're just gonna stock up pass here. Keep playing it slow. Take 2 removal spells now to feel a little safer. And then we can start attacking with this Emeritus soon, but don't want to do it now because we still die to like Tursa that way. Right. X, gain 2 life. Jeez. They don't have any bursts in their deck. They play out the courtyard. Oh my god. Just heater after heater. Holy cow. 2 cards. Cover up. Grave. Do this. Don't want a cavern. And then we can exile 4 or 8. Excuse me. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. What did I not click that I wanted to stock up? Okay. And Ancestral Recall. Okay. I'm feeling pretty safe now, because if they play like a haste creature, I can gain 2 life. 2 more life, that is. Yeah, like Bloodghast, I do not care about at all. I just go hex this now. Blighting 1. Holy. Absurd series of draws. They can get it back, and then I just strategically betray it. They're not even doing that. And we find another Emeritus. Okay, let's go. No, we're just gonna play the second Emeritus, I think. And then get rid of their graveyard now. But yeah, I don't think this one's possible to lose anymore. I don't know. They had a lot of great draws. They also had a lot of like dead draws, so not the most surprising. We also have a recall whenever we want it. Sure. That is kind of scary. It's like the one way they have to get out of this. You're up to level 2. We can bounce and discard it with Deceit, though. They have to go level 3, and let's see what they find. We know about a starting town in hand. They tutored another cool but rude and then discarded it. Okay. So we'll draw 3. Untap. I guess, just in case I forgot, I'm gonna go for this first. Oh shit. What am I doing? Going to 1 for no reason. Oh my god. Jesus, what the hell? What am I doing? I think it's a starting town, so I don't think it matters. Okay. League gotta end soon. Come on. Yeah, it was a starting town, so it doesn't matter. Let's make sure we stack the trigger right this time. Okay, so we want that on the stack first. Bounce cool but rude. Thoughtseize, cool but rude. You have Starting Town remaining in your hand still. Attack for 5. Leave this back in case, like, Hardened Academic. That doesn't even kill me, but just in case. We're gonna have lethal next turn no matter what. Holy cow. Shouldn't have won that match. Probably didn't deserve. Probably didn't play well enough to win that match, but we won that match. Let's go, Emeritus. This card is popping off, and I'm excited to keep playing this deck, honestly. I was enjoying Izzet, but in this meta, this might be the move. We'll see. Alright, match number 5. Get to be on the play this time. 0 lands. Send it back. This one's quite a bit better. I think we want to put back a land. I guess Cavern is probably better than basic Swamp here. And let's go Undercity Sewers to start. Probably want at least one piece of removal, so let's keep that. See what we're up against. Meticulous Archive to start. Looks like some sort of control deck, huh? See if we can resolve this stock up. Consult, Erode, Seam Rip. I will take stock. It's probable, if they don't find a land, that they just go Consult to look for a land. Which is pretty good for me. Name Demon off this. Stock up. Okay. They really psyching me out here, man. What a strong mental play. I just want 2 Restless Reefs. Like, unless they probably found a land. I don't think the Duress is doing a ton because I don't care about taking any of these cards. Yeah, I'm just going to take 2 lands. I don't think we can really get flooded in this spot. I mean, obviously we can, but I don't know how upset I am about drawing a bunch of lands in a row. Is more what I mean by that. Well, they can erode my Restless Reef, but that's honestly fine. Because I will still get a land. Oh, man. Worst possible. Oh, well. Go Archive. We know about 4 cards in hand. Don't care about one of them. Although the Erode, I guess we care about a little bit. They get rid of a No More Lies. Interesting. Pretty bad. You're up. Well, I came here to slam demons. So I'm gonna do it. You're up. I think I'm a lot more likely to win this game than they are. They erode. I mean, I can also just Bitter Triumph this. If I don't draw a card, there's not really a lot they can do. Surveil, go for it. Why don't you put a card into the graveyard? This is at the beginning of my... Oh, so I can't actually get around this. That's a little more scary then. Because it means we could just die. But let's not worry about that right now. Attack you with a Doomsday Excruciator. And there's nothing to copy right now. Don't want to use maps because it gets my graveyard smaller. They'll have Day of Judgment plus Erode up, so can't do that. I guess we just have to pass and hope we find, like, Duress in the bottom couple cards. They are not eroding. Okay. Is there a reason to kill my Doomsday? I don't think so. I think I actually have more outs if I keep it alive. They discard Day of Judgment. Is that a punt? Oh, we found Duress. Like the best possible. Okay, so they have 3 erodes in their hand, which means we are not getting through, but they don't have an option. So if we collect evidence with this deadly cover-up, then when we discard an erode, that forces them to draw 2 cards. So we can go attack, Bitter Triumph our own guy, and then next turn deadly cover-up. So let's take an erode. Go to combat. Attack. And then I guess... No, it doesn't actually matter if the thing resolves or not, as long as we have enough cards in yard. Oh no, we do need it to resolve, because otherwise we die first, huh? Do we die first anyway? No. Okay, so we do need this to resolve. Well, we don't need the spell to resolve. We need the Excruciator not on the battlefield. So if their last card was another No More Lies, then tough luck for us, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, don't want to prevent that. Okay. I guess they can just cast the erodes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're just losing this game. Unfortunate. Right, they get to kill 2 things. Okay. We will scoop. So I get there's no reason not to do it main phase. Yeah, we could have psyched them out and maybe they die on accident. Yeah, okay. Tricky matchup. Definitely could have played it better, but that's okay. We want Riddler. Blue-white control, huh? Probably want the end. Don't want the annuls. Actually, they probably have Rip. I guess we do kind of want the annuls. Maybe we just don't care about Rip, though. I don't know. It's got to be, like, better than at least one of the 1-mana removal spells. And still Day of Black Sun's in here, too. So I guess this is better, and this at least cycles. Yeah, there could definitely be some more stuff in this side. I don't think I took anything out of the sideboard that was for the control matchup, but it doesn't seem like we have a lot. I would love like a Disdainful Stroke or Negate or something like that. This deck is so complicated. Also, just playing 5 matches in a row with it is so tough, but it's a lot of fun. All right, get to be on the play yet again. Solid hand. Do I need to turn one Duress? No. No, I'll just play a tap land. Give them one more turn to draw something I want to Duress. Then we can decide if we want to double Duress or if we just want to single Duress. They're just going to play a tap land here, almost no matter what. Happy to just Duress, take it slow. So they have a bunch of counterspells and removal. So we can go take stroke, Duress, take stroke. Or I guess next turn go Duress, take stroke. Then if they can negate that, then we can Deceit, take something. Take stroke probably. Mm-hmm. I also want to take this Tidebinder. I think we'll just take both strokes now. We know their hand is no strokes. Gate. That's 5. Okay. So now we can just take the Tidebinder. The next turn take the negate. And then resolve this Winternight Stories. Or do we want to take the negate first? And resolve Winternight next turn? Yeah, I kind of like that more. Then we can hopefully Kavaero, take something. Well, no, we should just take the Tidebinder. Okay. That's gone, that's gone, that's gone. 4 cards. Cool. And then the following turn, after we do all this stuff, we can go Winternight, flashback Winternight, draw a bunch of cards. I guess we're not going to be able to. They're going to kill our Kavaero. But with that, maybe we will be able to. They're going to get lost us. I'll Deceit. Target you. They get lost. I think. Yeah, now with 2 negates in hand, I'm just going to take the second get lost. Leave them with Erode, 2 negates. And go nuts with his Riddler. Well, not ideal, but let's just get it out of the hand. We can draw 2. They have Consult. 1, 2. So Riddler. Draw 2. They erode now, that's fine. Yeah, I will use the ability and go get us. Oh, shoot. Yeah, only draw 1. That is correct. Alright, you're up. Maybe a bit of a mistake to run out the tactics then. That's interesting. I don't think we want to take anything, though. I'll let them negate this. Sure. Prevail land. Risk. Deadly cover up, get rid of negate. Or I can draw Deceit. I think that's better. We know there's nothing they can do about this, so we're just gonna get to either take the star charts or take whatever juicy thing they find with the star charts. And if they find like a road or something, then want to cast it, then we get to take the negate and then set up for Winternight next turn. Gosh, there's always so many good top decks. Okay, they're done. Cool. Game number 3. I mean, we weren't finding anything for a minute. What do we want? I think I'm happy with it the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. We have a lot of dead cards, but at the same time, a lot of our cards are just like OP in this matchup. Interesting hand. Gonna mull it. And I'll keep this one. Put back one of the Kavaeros. They're on 7. Take a reef. They go. Take a sewers. Keep that on top. Say go. So if they stock up, we get to stock up. If they don't stock up, probably just gonna go Winternight. They stock up. So that means we get to stock up too. Yay. Both gonna be at 7 cards in hand. Although I do think we have the advantage in this matchup. It's the number of like Duresses and stuff we have. It's really, really nice. Alright, let's see what's cooking. Rest, Deceit. Deal. I guess Cavern on Human would have been pretty nice. But I think this is maybe even a little better. Just start ripping their hand apart. Are you gonna slam something? No. Okay, so let's go Duress you first. Negate my Duress. Go Deceit you. Probably have a counterspell for this too. Yeah, sure. And play Undercity Sewers. Get rid of Strategic Betrayal and pass the turn. And then I'll be pretty happy to just go Kavaero this next turn. Petrified Hamlet on Restless Reef. Pretty annoying. Would have been a nice way to end this game a little bit faster later on. Yeah, maybe the Cavern would have been better, but then I wouldn't have had a Deceit. I guess my last turn would have been uncounterable Deceit. Yeah, that would have been pretty good if I took it over the Duress. They go stock up. Sure. Scary. And we're just gonna go Kavaero. Probably get it countered. No more lies this time. They go. Enough of these lies. Tapping out in a big way. Ah. We're doing it. We are both gonna be doing it. Yeah, that's probably the scariest thing I could see. Well, I have two. You have two? Strategic Betrayal would have been nice. Fine, though. We can find something else to get this off the board. Drawing 3? I'll do the same. Ooh. Ooh, the end is nice for this. Oh, man. I'm excited to do that. If we get the chance, that is huge. Might just be impossible for them to win at that point. It's a really interesting game. They getting in? Yes. I don't think we block. Fine. Hoping to not see another one right now. Looks like it is. Yeah, sure. Alright, let's see if they got a counter spell. They do not. Just a ton of card draw, wow. Okay, so what is the best thing to do here? Are they gonna Ancestral at end step? I guess we'll attack. If this goes, if they decide to block, this is really good for us. They're not gonna block. And we do just have to do this now. Okay. See if they're gonna just draw 3, I guess. Ugh, the second one right away was really annoying because now we just have to deal with another big flyer. Yes, I will pay the 2 to prevent this. This time it might matter a bit more to see every card in their deck. Are they eroding their... Oh, shit! What am I doing, man? They have a counterspell for this. What the hell am I doing? Okay, well, you know. All that thought was for naught. I should have just played another one of my own. Jeez. They have lethal? Yeah, they have lethal too. Okay. Throwing away. The 5-0 at the end there, but it took too long. Control mirrors are hard. Yeah. This deck is on my radar. This is kind of this league was a little bit life-changing for me. I'm gonna be playing a lot more of this deck. See if it's got the power, or if I was just getting lucky. Take it all the way. And until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had as much fun watching as I did playing this league. Gotta love a Dimir deck at the end of the day. And yeah, if you enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment about if I could have played better. There's some other cards you want to see tried in this deck. And anything else you are wondering about the state of Standard, state of Izzet, or if you want to just talk about Dimir Excruciator, I am down. So, that said, have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you the next one.